The Dean Blundell Show may contain subject matter that could be considered offensive by some. Listener discretion is advised.
It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell.
The Dean Blundell Show.
This is mass madness, you maniacs!
102.1 The Edge.
Anyway, it rained a lot yesterday. We got 126 millimeters, and now this was a record. It was a record. It was a month's worth of rain in like an hour. Think about that.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's nuts, I tell you. Totally nuts. People stranded all over the place. Human stories from this whole thing, and we're going to take a few phone calls now. Like Wayne. Wayne, how are you?
Not bad, not bad.
Good. How was your day yesterday, partner?
Day was great.
How was your night?
That sucked. I left Richmond Hill at 4:30 to get all the way downtown at 7 to drive through all that water down the lakeshore, about 2 feet deep, to get on the QEW and stop you dead.
Just
Everybody
toast.
Because Ontario was flooded both ways. Mm-hmm. 8:30, 9 o'clock before they opened it up.
So how long were you in your car for in that crap?
5 hours.
Man.
Oh,
that sucks.
how many people? Because I was coming home from Milton. How many people did you see on the side of the roads getting out to relieve themselves?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody was, because it was shut down, so everybody just got out of their car and stood around and then did nothing. Nobody brought beer or nothing.
Yeah. That's why you should always have some in your car.
That's it. Fill your coolers up before you go. You never know what's going to happen.
You know, and you bring up a good point, T-Bone. A lot of people, and you're in traffic for 5 hours, you have to pee, if not more.
Well, yeah.
So I wonder how many big brown sharks are floating around out there right now.
Oh, it's disgusting to think of it.
Thanks, Wayne. Have a great day. Dominic.
How's it going?
Good, man. How was your day yesterday?
Oh, it was awesome. Seen a brand new Benzo get stuck in about 4 feet of water. And then the suit and tie got out about balls deep in dirty sewage water and had to make the embarrassing trek. Oh, it was beauty.
You know what? Anytime someone drives a really nice car, wears a suit, and something bad happens to him, why does everybody else go, hey, good for you, you deserve it, because you're successful.
Yeah.
You stupid
You
success.
so you see the suit and tie, you think they're smart, right? And
Well, yeah, but smart people also get caught in natural disasters, but I understand what you're saying, dude.
I completely understand. It was just funny because there's about 14 guys that had to go balls deep, too, to push him out.
Yeah. You know what I saw, too? I saw a video of this guy, it was like 4 or 5 guys, and I was thinking this morning, I never would have done that. 4 or 5 guys pushing a cab driver.
Oh, I would not help the cab driver.
No.
Okay.
If I heard the guy go, can I get a little help here?
No.
I'd be like, yeah, I don't think so.
Maybe throw him a water wing and that's it. Yeah.
I didn't do that.
No.
Oh. Here's a straw. Yourself out of it. Kaysen.
Hey.
Jason.
Yes, Kason.
Kaysen.
Oh.
What's up?
I have a story about yesterday. I was on my way back from Kitchener, and there was no problem, no rain, anything. I started getting towards the 427, and all of a sudden, on the other side of the highway going west, there's cars going west and east and doing U-turns. And I'm like all confused because I have no idea what's going on. I saw a barricade on the highway, from one barricade to the other barricade, full of water, like a swimming pool.
Yeah.
Where's that 427 and what? Because I saw that too. They were like, police were diverting people off on the on-ramp, I think around, I'm not really good with that area. But anyway, it was just insane.
Yeah, I think it was the 401 on the ramp going to north on the 427.
Oh, okay.
No way.
Yeah, it was really messed. And then
No way.
Yeah, and it took me about maybe like 3 hours to get from the 427 to Dixon exit.
Wow.
I was on Dixon. I had to stop at my friend's for a bit. Got back in the car after a while. Passing by James Street.
Were you picking some weed up or something at your buddy's house? You were, weren't you?
Something like that.
Hey.
No way.
Why else are you stopping in during one of the biggest storms of all time?
The only thing to make a guy stop in the storm is he's going to get a dime bag from his buddy. Priorities, hey, I love it.
I know. You need your comfort.
All right, man. Have a great day. Good luck to you. A dime bag. That's the only thing that makes
That's amazing.
So I was in traffic for 3 hours. I still had to stop and get weed from my buddy. Couldn't do the rest of the drive sober. Zach.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, pal. What's up?
Nothing. I just saw yesterday this guy in a nice Audi A4 make the final decision to go through an over flooded road. Not a good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was stuck in about 4 feet of water. There was actually water right up to his window well. He was in the car with his feet up. It was a pretty funny sight to see as I drove past him in my full-ton truck, laughing.
Yeah. This is another one of those. That's good. That's good. That successful guy in a nice car got flooded. Isn't it?
Yeah, as I drove by, I thought maybe I should help pull him out, and decided not to.
You drove by fast and splashed him more, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah. Slashed a tire on the way by.
I was flying through there, and there was a crowd of people. When I got to the other side, they were clapping like I accomplished something. I was honking my horn.
Yeah, it is a proud moment for you being able to get through the water.
Yeah.
Good for you, dude. It's cool, though. I guess everybody's pretty well behaved, yesterday, because they were saying that there were like 1,400 people trapped on a GO train. And people were helping each other. Like some lady had like asthma, needed an inhaler, and then
nice.
Anybody have an inhaler for this lady? And there's I got one. The lady's like, hey, did you wash it first? Or anybody have Purell?
That's important.
Can we sanitize that first? Last thing I want is extra herpes.
The Dean Blundell Show. 102.1. The Edge.
This is your Edge. Hold it. Files with Dean Blundell on the Edge.
Did you hear about this driver at, I think it was the 401 in Dixon Road? 225 kilometers an hour. OPP arrested her. Arrested. Excuse me. An officer caught his car racing at a blistering 225, more than twice the posted speed limit. The OPP stopped the driver Saturday morning, 8:22. He was spotted heading eastbound at Dixon Road on the 401. An officer with the OPP Highway Safety Division was in the area when he saw the car roar past. That sucks, eh?
What do you do?
You go right past the police officer doing 225.
I feel like I wouldn't slow down at that point.
Now, this is why I think cop cars are probably a little more superhuman than most cars.
Okay.
Shortly after, the officer caught up with the motorist to speak with him. He reportedly had an odor of marijuana also coming from the car. Kristen King, yes, that's the man's name, Kristen King, of Etobicoke, was charged with stunt driving as well as possession of less than 30 grams of marijuana. And here's the crazy part. The Mazda vehicle was towed from the highway and impounded for 7 days. News, yes, a Mazda can do 225.
Oh, that's a great advertisement. Mazda should pay a couple people to do that. Yeah.
You should just have posters of people that are in jail for doing excessive speed. That's how fast they go.
What's next? We'll hear a story about that, about like a Hyundai or
Probably,
something.
maybe even a Kia.
Yeah.
Let's not get crazy. Missouri guy who dumped his girlfriend had the tables turned when she broke into his apartment and took several dumps on his floor.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. While trying to assault him with a meat cleaver as well. That's a chick, huh? No wonder he broke up with her. Man, am I glad I broke up with her. Imagine the guy that dated her before him just wiping his brow right now reading this story.
Oh, wow.
Joanna Weatherford slipped into the dude's apartment through a window and promptly pooped on the windowsill before grabbing the knife, which he'd been keeping by his bedside for protection as he thought she may try something like this. He managed to wrestle the weapon out of her hand, but she started chasing him around the place, leaving a trail of poop as she went along. She kept pooping and running.
Oh, because it was like... Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
I guess it's one of those things like when you're running up the stairs and you have to fart and you keep farting every step. Maybe it was like every time she stepped, she pooped. Yeah. Which means she's got some problems back there, I would think.
Unless she purposely ate some bad food trying to time it.
She went and ate some like raw chicken.
Yeah.
He is going to get a surprise tonight. Oh, my stomach. Anyway, pooping as she went along, police showed up because the neighbors called 911 and they arrested her right there and charged her with a whole bunch of different stuff, including deposits of hazardous waste. That's pretty good.
That's a
one.
charge?
Yeah. You can't poop on someone's floor, I guess.
I hope the guy didn't have carpet.
Yeah, me too. I was just thinking that. That'd be a hell of like shag carpet.
Oh.
I'm never getting this out.
Ever.
And a guy in Oklahoma, this is, every time this happens, I can't believe this is an option for people to get a wood. He was arrested after peering at women on the toilet while he hid below in the bowels of an outhouse. A 20-year-old outhouse.
Oh. Not that one that's only 6 months old make it any better, really.
It had to be a permanent one. The sheriff's office was called to the public washroom of a park because reports of a body in the septic tank. A woman and her 7-year-old daughter said they saw a man looking at them from below in the toilet. Ranger Hayes showed up and stated he removed the plastic stool seat by lifting it and saw a mostly white male. You know why mostly, right?
Oh,
yeah.
no.
He was in the line of fire.
Oh, my God. Come on.
A white/brownish dude stood up and talked to him. The officer said the man was standing with his head through the hole, covered in feces. He was helped out of the hole and cleaned off with a fire hose at about 30 feet. The man claimed he'd been knocked unconscious by his girlfriend and dumped in the toilet.
They have excuses.
Yeah. Wow.
And you never...
No, she hit me in the head and put me in here.
I never thought to ask for help, though.
Yeah. He added he had no injuries consistent with those claims. Kenneth Webster Enlow, a 52-year-old, was charged Sunday with being a peeping Tom.
And a pooping Tom.
Unbelievable. Those are your Edge Files, whatever the hell day it is, in July, the year 2013.
The Edge Files on 102.1. The Edge.
Bored, lonely, hard up. Use your free hand and follow the boys on Twitter.
At Dean Blundell Show.
The Dean Blundell Show, 102.1.
The Edge.
Just reading some hilarious stories of people. And Ferraris getting stuck, like up to the windows in water. And we said it because we took some calls earlier. We'll take a few more in a minute. I don't know why when anybody sees somebody in a really nice vehicle get stuck in this stuff, there's so much joy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it's funny to see the perceived wealthy guy
getting screwed.
Yeah, grind it out a little bit. People like to see him grind it out.
Damon.
Hello?
Hey, dude.
Yeah.
What's up?
Nothing. I just wanted to let you guys know that stuck in the rain yesterday. Decided, I was next to a pretty hot chick in a little Volkswagen, and I'm in a big 250, and was driving home by myself and kind of got a little restless, and I guess you could say I pleasured myself.
You and probably about 800,000 people. That's a good idea.
The right frame of mind.
Yeah, absolutely. Make use of it. You're there.
Just hope you had, Kleenex or something.
Hi, the Edge. Mitchell.
Yep.
Hey, dude.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good, man. What's up?
Can't complain. I guess I can count myself a little bit lucky for having avoided the worst of this storm. I work a night shift, so I was going to work at 6 in the afternoon, and I wanted to avoid the main streets because I'm pretty much thinking in my head, oh crap, with this storm, it's going to be bad. Unfortunately, the side streets were no better at all. You know what fording is?
Mm-hmm.
I had to do that a couple of times, going across side streets like Broadway all the way up to Don Mills and Eglinton. Several of the roads are hills and valleys, so you can imagine water rolling down the hill, collecting in a little valley. That little valley suddenly turns into a lake.
Yeah.
I wish I could say that I had some funny stories of rich people getting stuck, but...
Me too. Me too. No more than you. I'm even more than you.
So boring. What was that term you used when you go on roads, side streets, whatever? What was it?
Oh, fording.
Fording?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was doing coming home yesterday from Milton.
Hey, the Edge. Hello, Adam.
How's it going, man?
Good, man. What's up?
Not too much. So I drive from Highway 7 to Wasaga every day for work. And between Major Mac and King City at about, I think, 3:30-ish, and all of a sudden it just, for about 5 kilometers, it just downpoured. And then I drive out of it. There's nothing on the highway. I said, the worst is over. I get in the Barrie, and it's just screaming even harder. Cars are pulling off to the side. I'm not stopping. I'm still doing about 100, 110, so I'm going to stay on the radio. And my mom calls me. She's up visiting right now from the north, and she says like it was her birthday. So she said, I don't think you can barbecue for me today. And she goes, it's pouring too hard down here. I said, you drove 6 hours for a barbecue. I'm going to be out there barbecuing. So as the rain started slowing down, nobody was left on the highway.
Hey, what did you guys barbecue?
Oh, man. Salmon on a plank.
All right.
Corn, shrimp. Yeah. I can go on.
I'm sure you could.
Seasonings.
Great, man.
I want to know what kind of barbecue he was having. Really? You know those people that were saved by rafts from the GO train?
Yeah.
Don't want to hear that story.
No, they didn't. They didn't eat last night till 11.
No, and it wasn't barbecue. Don't show up. It's raining too hard for the barbecue.
The Dean Blundell Show. On 102.1 The Edge.
Big flood we had yesterday is officially now over. DVP's open. Most routes are open. We'll check your traffic in just a minute, just in case you're trying to get to work and you're all freaked out. People are calling in with their rich guys getting stuck stories.
The pic of the Ferrari going around.
It's actually pretty cool. Steve.
Yeah.
What's up?
Just on my way to work. Just called about everybody liking it when rich people get stuck.
Yeah.
They think they're above everybody. They're better than everybody. So when that comes back and reality sets into them, everybody loves it.
I think some people probably think they're better than everybody. I think there's the vast majority of people that are wealthy. I know a couple, not very many, and they're pretty cool. I mean, there's some rich dicks for sure. There's this one dude that I know that I used to not golf with, but see him at golf from time to time. Yeah. And I hope that he got stuck in the totally hope he got stuck. I hope he's still there.
I was behind a lady in Tim Hortons drive-through one day. She reached her arm out to the garbage can, didn't reach her body, just her hand at the window and dropped the cup. And I was behind her, so I rolled down my window and yelled at her that she dropped something.
I don't really understand what that means.
Like, I guess she didn't put it in the
she
garbage
didn't care.
can.
She's too rich.
Yeah. But no, you're right. Some rich people are pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, though, some people don't see rich people when they get home and they, throw on tank tops and rip shorts and go, fix things around the house and stuff and don't, like there's regular guys.
They might have flip-flops like you and me, but they may be Prada.
Yeah.
Hi, The Edge. Brendan.
Hey, how's it going, boys?
Good, what's up?
Nothing. Yesterday, working down Bloor and Ted Rogers Way, took us 5 hours to get home back to Brampton. It sucked.
Oh, 5 hours. See, that would be the travesty, not the day. It would be cool to be stuck on a GO train than be rescued by a raft. That'd be a great experience and something you need to tell your kids. But being stuck for 5 hours on a road with a couple other guys in the car, that would be the worst. Because you can't get that time back. That time is gone. 5 hours of your life has completely disappeared.
It was one of those things where, and again, I was driving home from Milton where I was starting to get really frustrated. I'm like, you know what? Just kind of take it in, sit back, try and take some, detours and some fun routes and see where you get. And I just kind of, I took it as like it was one of these events. Like, remember the blackout night?
Yeah.
Like, that was a crazy night getting home, too, because no traffic lights were working. And I was thinking to myself, like, just take it in because it's going to be some fun stories out of it. And start taking pictures and some videos.
And some video. Do you have the audio of that video?
Yeah.
You got that?
This was going through the lake shore in and around, I guess, Port Credit. And it was starting to get a little fishy there. It smelled like fish.
Did it really?
Well, it's just like
it
water.
always smells there.
Yeah, it was a bit smelly. But I mean, water was like on the lake shore was at some points was really high. I mean, I was driving a pretty small car, and then you just, when you see like maybe 30 feet of a stretch of water you got to get through, and you just want to take a run at it
and see if you can make it.
Yeah, and I was a little nervous. I don't drive a 4x4, so I'm taking a run at it, And some dude, as you'll hear, just makes a U-turn because he couldn't get through the other way because it was so deep. So he decided not to do it.
So where you just came through, he didn't want to go through going the other way.
Yeah.
And so he just turned right in front of you.
So this is what, I didn't even realize that this would happen. So this is me getting through it and then this guy.
You idiot! What are you doing? I don't get stuck in this. What are you doing? Let's go, you idiot! You goddamn idiot! Jesus Christ!
The video's much more better than the audio because you see this guy in like a 87 Honda.
Yeah.
God damn. I don't know.
Play it again.
It's very like Larry David.
It's the worst. It's the worst storm we've probably ever had. And Todd's not worried about his safety. He's already been 2 hours. But this is what really upsets him.
A lot of water though, eh? Like you see the video?
Yeah, that's what happens.
What are you doing, you idiot? What are you doing? I don't get stuck in this. What are you doing? Let's go, you idiot! You goddamn idiot! Jesus Christ!
I have a follow-up. I was yelling on him after. I should have put that on there too, but no.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. It's like torrential downpour. You may not make it home. What's important to Todd? Catching up with that guy to scold him.
I had to vent on somebody. The best too, real quick. And a lot of people probably experienced this yesterday listening. You couldn't get through Lakeshore then at some point near the exhibition, and then all the police officers doing a wonderful job yesterday, the first responders, but they're directing everyone into the Indy track.
Yeah, and then people are driving around it. Some guy said he's on the phone.
I couldn't get out. I couldn't get out of the Indy track. I was stuck in the Indy track.
Spent an hour and a half on the Molson Indy track.
I was there for 45 minutes. You would get off because people, I guess, were opening up little gateways that like are.
Let's ask Dave.
Okay.
Hey, Dave.
Hi.
I was driving the Molson Indy track yesterday.
It was quite interesting, actually. And just like Todd said, there were little gates in. The wife and I were saying, this is the only time I'll ever get a chance to actually drive Molson Indy with my Volvo.
So that's good that came out of it. Did you do the whole thing?
Just half of it.
Oh, look. Yeah, Todd's on the Indy track right there.
Taking pictures of like signs beside me and stuff.
Did you feel like maybe you were you were driving a race? Like, were there cars coming the other way? Could you go around people?
I passed a few.
I did too. I was thinking this is cool.
And the best part, I went right by the grandstand, and you got the pit lane. So I actually thought of it like a fire change or something like that. But I better keep on going. It was cool.
Good. Yeah. Wow, good, man. That's awesome. You're taking a positive out of it. That's great.
This is the Dean Blundell Show.
The Dean Blundell Show.
102.1 The Edge.
It's time for your tweets and emails. From Jeremy, too bad Drake wasn't stuck in that storm with his stupid Bugatti. I would have went there and keep filling his car with more water. Yeah, that's one rich guy I would like to see inconvenienced. And I figured it out. I was thinking about it. That's why everybody's calling in about their storm stories. That's why they're calling in and saying, yeah, I saw this really nice car and I drove by in a truck and that nice car was underwater. It's because they want to see people like that they want to see those rich people inconvenienced because they're not. They're just as inconvenient. So it puts them on the same level. So that's why they like it.
If anything, it puts them on maybe even an advantage. They're driving a nice F-150 or a Jeep, with big-ass tires or something.
That's paid for.
Yeah, that too. That's another thing. Don't think people are so rich when they seem they're rich. A lot of their life is leverage.
Oh, yeah.
It'll catch up to them. Yeah.
Like that guy that called with the dude in the Mercedes.
Yeah.
I guarantee you he's probably one interest rate point away from losing everything.
Exactly, which is soon to go up, so...
Hey, guys, don't know if you have seen this yet. It's a video of a lady turning 100. Now, this could be one of the funniest. It's a 100-year-old woman. While she's being interviewed, repeatedly asked for questions of the... So this guy's a good-looking dude. This 100-year-old woman sitting there in a wheelchair, and he's interviewing her because she's the town's only centenarian, only person to be 100. So he comes over and starts talking to her. But all she wants to know, and this is in front of her grandchildren, her great-grandchildren, is if she can have a piece of the D. 100. This is the interview. Have a listen.
How you hanging? Whoa! Let's talk about your birthday real quick. Your great-grandchildren. I want you to know that. They have a shot. What you doing to celebrate your birthday? Give me a piece of I know. So what does it mean to you to make it to 100? One We'll talk about the later. But tell him what it means to you.
We just bleeped out balls.
Okay.
To be 100 years old. What it mean to me to be 100 years old? I can get 100. You raised us to really be good people, to go out and help people, and be the best we could be. So why don't you talk about and we that? You didn't tell us nothing about you know, the nice stuff, Grandma. I need this. Okay? The good stuff is the Grandma, you have Mama, when I tell you God, you blessed by God, ain't you? Oh, yeah. Video. I'm blessed by oh, Jesus. Listen, you gonna get that? I got her saying something good. Okay. So we're good. I was trying to get more, but we're good. You sure you don't want to give up a little more, Mom? How you feel about us? I feel better when I get a good just enough. Hey, she's on a mission and she's 100 and I ain't telling her nothing.
We can't control her.
How you feel? I feel better when I get a good...
How you hanging? Feel better when I get a good...
It's like the grammar from the Clumps, kind of, you know, like you're like just saying whatever. Yeah.
How you hanging?
First question she asked the reporter, how it's hanging? Hanging. And then the last question she answers,
how you feel about us? I feel better when I get a good... Just enough. Hey, she's on a mission and she's 100 and I ain't
Good for her.
Yeah.
You reach 100, you can say whatever the hell you want.
Oh, this chick makes me laugh. You got to see her too. She's in like bright pink, and she looks very old.
Okay, well,
like I don't know who ever would take her up on that offer.
Maybe it's some other dude.
We got to get this clip. This is how I want to answer phones from now on.
How you hanging? Let's talk about how you feel about us. I feel better when I get a good... Just enough. Hey, she's on a mission and she's how you hanging?
Oh my God.
100.
Good for her. Does she have her teeth?
No.
Okay.
Which, maybe then.
Attention citizens of Florida. Attention citizens of Louisiana.
The Dean Blundell Show.
It's going to be category 5 or greater.
102.1.
More storm stories. Storm stories. Like Gino in Bradford. Hey, dude.
Hey, how are you?
Good, what's up?
First time, I want to say you guys rock. You set the tone at work every day.
Thanks, bud.
We laugh our asses off.
Thank you.
Well, if you thought Alaskan crab fishing was dangerous, try roofing when that storm blew through.
Oh. Were you on a roof?
Yes.
Asphalt?
With shingles.
Okay.
Well, you know, I have 3 apps on my phone, even satellite imagery, and it kind of looked like it wasn't going to hit till around 6 o'clock. Well, they lied. Around 4 o'clock, you never seen a bunch of guys scramble so hard to get a job done, because, you know, you get paid at the end of the job. You see, this is the other end of the spectrum here. You're talking about rich people and their vehicles and whatnot. These are people that are starving, will do anything for money.
Yeah. And it's you've never seen, by the way. That'll drive me crazy. But it's amazing how many people stayed at you've never seen, not you. But it's amazing how many people stay to work. And that's another thing, guys like yourself. What is it? It's you. It's not you never seen. What?
Poor guy's talking about risking his life, finish a job, getting cash so he can afford some food. Yeah, I get it too, the grammar. I hate that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you what, he won't get any more cash if he keeps talking like that. And what's he teaching kids by saying you never seen? It's you've. You can't say I never seen, it's I've. Or I have. Or I'd never seen. That's past tense.
Yeah, not even like I seen that.
It's you've.
I saw that one.
Yeah, or
that
I
happens
saw.
a lot, yeah.
I saw. Here's what I saw.
No, here's what I seen.
Hi, The Edge.
I got a storm story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was driving home on the 403 and I had to do my first float move ever.
Had to do your first what?
Float move.
Ah.
Where you poop?
Yeah, I think.
I was driving a dump truck and I had to tow a trailer and never done it before and I had to drive through that storm.
Oh.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It is pretty crazy.
I don't know what he's talking about.
No one does.
Okay.
Specifically him as well.
I didn't see that one coming.
I never seen it either. I never seen it. 7:20. Yeah, that shouldn't drive me that crazy, should it? But it does.
No, it should.
I guess it did. More of your storm stories. Were you stuck? How bad was it? Was it terrible? Did you get rescued?
Yeah, I was going to say, I would love to talk to someone who A, got rescued, or B, had to leave their car somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, whose car is still downtown somewhere in the water. Or they might not even know where their vehicle is. Did you have water in your car at any point? Did you have to swim somewhere after work unexpectedly? I want to talk to people that were on that GO train where the police did just a terrific job, I guess. Going 1,400 people on little rafts. They just kept going 20 at a time. Boom, 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 boom. And it looks like some of the pictures that you've seen, you can check out the blog, our blogs at edge.ca. They have a whole bunch of pictures, some of the best pictures, including the one with the train. Looks like it's driving in the middle of a lake.
It's just so peculiar, yeah.
It's cool. Anyway, check it out. You can go to our Twitter accounts as well, at It's Dean Blundell or at I Am Toddy Tickles. Here's a very busy Adjua today because of yesterday. How's it going?
Yeah.
Hey, hang on. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
This is how I'm going to answer phones from now on. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
How you hanging? Oh my God. Honestly, I hope I'm like that if I look at him.
Well, if anybody will be, it'll be you.
This is Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
The stories that I like are stories of people that were stranded on buses or GO trains. I don't like them because it was a terrible night for people. I like them because humanity prevailed. No one fought, no one argued. It was great.
I love it when we come together in the face of tragedy.
Yeah. Tragedy likes it in the face, too.
Oh, I know who you are.
Yeah, you got that right. Jackie.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good. How was your day yesterday?
A little soggy.
Yeah.
I would have to say it's a little soggy, definitely.
Tell me your story.
Basically, last night I was on my way home from work at like the Bloor and Islington area, and I had to catch the bus, and it was okay for a little bit, but then all of a sudden it just started, and the flooding was so bad that every time the bus stopped, it would let in about 3 inches of water onto the bus. So people were either in bare feet and like sitting with like their feet all tucked up and everything. People were like trying to jump onto the bus and everything, trying to get on at the same time.
Oh, it was like
falling everywhere.
Oh, it was like a scene from that new Brad Pitt movie, World War Z, where people are trying to grab like humans trying to grab buses and.
Yeah, it was awful. I know, and even at one point we were driving along and lightning hit one of those hydro poles, like right next to our bus, and the explosion was so bad it almost knocked the bus right on its side.
No way.
It was so awful.
Where was this?
Huge thing. It was at Kipling and Bloor area. We just drove by, and all of a sudden you just hear bam, like this huge explosion.
How's that go?
And it's like, I'm not going to do it again.
Come on, one more time. One more time. Make it count. Make it count. Jackie, one time just for us. Come on.
It just went bam.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it scared the crap out of everybody. It was just shrieking and screaming.
That's
there was
crazy.
One point, this little old lady was trying to get off the bus. People, there was like, I swear, a river on the side of the bus, and a bunch of nice little, like, young guys, around 20, mid-20s. They all, like, jumped off the bus and, like, kind of hand-over-handed her off the bus over the water.
Oh, good.
Kind of nice.
Those are nice stories that come out of it.
Yeah, it was
Right?
nice to see that kind of stuff going around. But
People are kicking the old lady off the
I have a
bus and
clip.
survival of the fittest.
Someone's actually sent me a clip of the old lady.
Okay.
Yeah, did you want to hear this?
Sure.
It's crazy.
How you hanging? Yeah, they're all just pushing her down.
Yeah,
To get over the
and
water.
they're asking her how she's going to be doing.
Give up a little more, Mom. How you feel about us?
I feel better when I get a good.
Hey,
Yeah,
Jackie,
that's the old lady.
thanks for your call.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too. Take care.
You hear these stories, and driving again from coming home from Milton yesterday, it really does make you think about, like, these stupid World War Z zombie movies or whatever. But it makes you think, like, survival of the fittest and all this stuff. And you want, like, I don't know, I want a big truck now, just in case, like, this stuff starts happening more.
Daniel,
Hey, how's it going, guys?
you've got a crazy story. I understand.
Yes, I do. I was sitting there watching TV, and I saw that there's a really bad storm in Toronto, and I was in Oshawa. It didn't even rain. It, like, barely rained here.
Wow, you okay, bud?
Yeah, I was scared, but, I mean, I'm okay now.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
Okay.
Elijah.
How's it going, guys?
Good, brother. What's up?
I'm just driving to work right now. Going to go pick up my car.
Where did you leave your car?
I left my car actually at Kipling and 401.
And do you think it's going to be okay?
Well, I hope it is okay. I look to the left, there's a car submerged. I look to the right, there's a car submerged. I can't go backwards. I can't go forward, so I got to park the car.
And so you just got out and waited to dry ground?
Not even. I just started walking. I had a towel in my car. I'm like, all right, let's go for a walk. And I live all the way at Kill and Finch. That's a 5-hour walk.
Wow. You walked for 5 hours? What time did you get home?
I got home like around 11:30. I left work at 6 o'clock.
And you probably didn't have a great night's sleep worrying about your car all night.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I hope my car's still alive. I hope it's there, not towed or anything, or it's not even drowning.
Well, if anything, it'll be towed, I think. Did you leave it in the middle of the road?
No, I kind of put it to the side, hopefully.
Okay. Wow. Stories like that all over the place. Alex.
Hey.
What's up?
I was the Dixie underpass where the Go-Go's underneath last night. Me and the guys spent about 4 hours redirecting traffic for the flooding under there.
You're kidding?
I got up to it, and there's a couple guys trying to make it through, so there was a car that got stuck underneath, and me and the guy over the 4 hour period watched the car disappear under the water.
Wow. That's crazy.
Totally gone.
And you know what? Those underpasses, they're underpasses, so they're all going to get flooded too. Like the picture of the Ferrari, that's under an underpass.
Yep. And good for you for helping out, directing traffic. There are a lot of good civilians just kind of jumping out, helping out, pushing cars and stuff.
I guess Doug Ford was apparently out directing traffic in his hood yesterday too.
What was Rob doing? Cannonballs.
Islington and Dixon. Yeah. He was doing cannonballs. I got pictures of it.
Yeah.
Mayor Ford doing cannonballs in the storm water. That's why everything flooded up north. He was doing cannonballs. Janet.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What's up?
Well, it started last night. My kid's at Sick Kids Hospital, and the underground flooded, so they made me leave. They made us evacuate our cars before I wanted to leave, so I thought, I'll know what's ahead of me. But I tell you, it was the best commute of my life.
Why?
I took Bloor, I crossed over the bridge, and I looked off and saw the cars floating in the water. I got out, I took pictures, I got onto the DVP, and it was eerie. There were no cars. No cars. It was like Moses parted the waters for me. I sailed home in like half an hour, and I live in Aurora.
Wow.
And the commute in today is the same. It's been amazing. I'm already downtown.
It was awesome. They opened up the DVP, I think, like 20 minutes before I actually got to work. And same thing. Like, usually it's pretty busy around 5-ish, but it was like dead. There's no one out there because they're scaring everybody off. It's awesome. It's the best day to travel.
It is. I feel bad for all the people stranded, but this was awesome for me.
You're telling your account. Yeah, I was worried yesterday when I detoured over to the lakeshore somehow. There was no one on it. And it was exactly what she said. It was just so creepy. 7:30 at night, there wasn't one car going east or west.
And we actually have audio of that, too. Do you have that? Do you have the audio of Todd going back and forth?
This was just before I hit the lakeshore. Or this is lakeshore out in Port Credit area.
Yeah.
Where it was deep water.
In case you missed it, this was Todd's harrowing drive. Like going like 5 kilometers an hour. His only concern yesterday was getting home safely and that no one cut him off.
Well, this is about 8. This is
I've
about
seen
2
the
feet of
video.
water.
It's one of those ones, where a cab like does like a U-turn in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
That's what this person's doing, but it's not a cab. But you're not going anywhere.
No.
Oh, I know what you just said, yeah. Might have been an off-duty cab driver. Is that what you're saying? Anyway, here's a clip. Here we go.
What are you doing, you idiot? What are you doing? What, do I get stuck in this? What are you doing? Let's go, you idiot! You goddamn idiot! Jesus Christ!
You live a life of convenience when that bothers you.
Well, I didn't want,
the worst storm ever.
It was a pretty dumb move by the guy. He could have waited.
Yeah.
You didn't want to go through the water I just went through.
Hey, there's Doug Ford directing traffic on TV. Yeah, in the rain. What is wrong with those two?
The Dean Blundell Show.
The Dean Blundell Show.
On 102.1.
Yeah. Take a few more phone calls. A few more. Francis.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, thanks. You?
Good. What's up?
I had a great drive home yesterday.
Yeah, this is the storm. 126 millimeters of water. It's a record. A month's worth of rain in 1 hour, Francis.
I was stuck in traffic, and so I went through my car, and I found a joint, and I couldn't open the windows, so I hotboxed on the way home. So what are you going to do? So I wasn't bored.
How long did you drive for?
About 4 hours.
You see, did you have some good Marley or something, like some good music you could listen to?
Oh, yeah, completely. And my car was completely full of smoke, and I just had to open the window every once in a while because otherwise it gets soaked.
Yeah, no
Everybody's
kidding.
sitting there bored. I wasn't.
Yeah, girl. See, everybody passes the time. There's another positive taken out of it. You get a hotbox.
It's like having an emergency joint in a glass case.
Just break in case you're in a flood.
Yeah.
Justin.
Hi.
Hey, brother. What's up?
Nothing. More storm stories.
Yeah, bud.
Yeah, I just want to start off by saying you guys are awesome every day, every morning.
Thanks, brother.
But basically, I live actually out past Hamilton, the country. I was just, the story is coming through from a buddy because I was watching everything on the news yesterday because actually I got about 3 minutes of light rainfall at my house yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird. Even where I live in Markham, you knew it was bad, but it wasn't, you just said, oh, it's just a storm. You didn't know how bad it was until you turned on the TV.
Yeah, I do a lot of dirt biking and stuff. But we got a buddy that we ride with out from Toronto, and he was in the main heart of it. And I gave him a call to see how everything was going for him, and he actually sounded like he was having a lot more fun than I was.
Why?
He's got two Sea-Doos, and his whole street was flooded out, him and his buddy, pretty much because it was flooded up enough that it had raised the Sea-Doos up off the trailer, so he figured the engines wouldn't bog down on the road too much, and since he knows his road pretty good, where the hydro poles are and where everything is, anything is, he figures as long as they stayed in the middle of the road, it would be fine. And him and one of his other buddies were drag racing the Sea-Doo for about an hour or so out front of his house.
See, that's awesome.
I would love to see video of that.
Of people sea-doing in front of their house?
Yeah, that would be very cool.
Yeah, no kidding. It's a great part about our listeners is they turn a very negative into a very sweet positive. Sea-doing in front of your house.
Couple of us even took bass for the first time.
Yeah.
Just went out there. Bay did it.
Yeah, I caught a Doberman pinscher.
Went fishing?
Yeah, caught a Doberman pinscher and 2 cats. Threw them back, though.
The Dean Blundell Show. 106.1.
The Edge.
Time for Wha Happened. Best confession wins. What prizes are we giving away again?
Yeah, the Indie is in town, and Edgefest is happening in a few weeks.
Okay, let's go to the phones. Mario.
Hey.
What happened? Hey, what happened? Hey, what happened?
All right, I'll just start by saying thanks, guys. I love your show in the morning.
Thanks,
Gets
bud.
me going every day.
Thank you.
So I'll just get right into it. Basically, long story short, I have 2.5 nuts. So, yeah.
What do you mean you got 2.5 nuts?
That's a first.
Okay, so, yeah, that's the first. Yeah, probably. First time I'll ever hear it. So, my younger sister, was into horse riding when she was younger. So, maybe you can see where it's leading. I was about 8 at the time. So, I was there. I didn't horse ride myself. She was there at the ranch. I was standing near, to the rear of the horse. And I'm not sure if I aggravated it or what happened.
How old were you?
I was about 8.
Okay.
And it took a swift kick to the straight into my nutsack.
Yeah.
And I was obviously down on the ground, hobbling, crying, wailing, whatever. Months later, did I realize down when I was tickling down there, doing my thing, that I had about 2.5 it felt like the other one, the one had split almost.
Yeah. So did you ever go get it figured out what it was?
I've been to the doctor. It's as if a piece of the ball is almost hanging off.
Yeah. And you sound like you're much older than 8, so you've lived with this for a long time.
Yeah, so I'm about 22 now.
All right, hang on. You're fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Eric.
Hi, what's going on?
Hey.
Not much, man.
Where are you calling from?
Right now I'm driving from Whitby, actually.
All right.
What the happened?
What happened?
Well, basically, I had a buddy of mine at work this morning. Our job site was closed because of the flood that happened last night. And our elevator shaft is about 8 feet deep. And I'm telling Buddy, okay, look, we got to clean around the elevator shaft and make sure it's all clean and whatnot. And I told him, there's water there, so watch your step. You make sure you don't fall in. Buddy walks into the, like a smart person, walks straight into the center. And it was just like one of those cartoon scenes where you see someone sink with the tool belt and everything, all that weight. 2 seconds later, you just see that air bubbling up. Everyone starts jumping in to try and save him. Yeah, it was pretty funny, man. It was just...
Did he die?
No, he did not die. He drank a lot of dirty water, though.
I love his trail of laughter.
So he starts drowning. Aaron.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, brother.
I'm gonna start by saying my story has nothing to do with the shaft or the end of a horse.
Good.
So my stag and doe was a few months ago, and my father decided to buy about 70 Jello shooters and use them in the theory of Mardi Gras, where he wouldn't give a Jello shooter away unless you showed him his boobs.
This is your dad?
This is my 53-year-old father. So he got really pissed up, ended up walking around the stag and doe, asking everybody, including my aunts, his sisters, whoever, my wife's side, everybody to show him their boobs.
Man, your dad really loves boobs, huh?
No.
Man, your dad really loves boobs.
So needless to say, he got a couple of younger girls that I know in the hallway leading to the bathroom to give into him. Gave him a whole tray of Jello shooters. And in the meantime, the bartender was asking how she could get in. So At the end of the night, my dad ended up taking the bartender home, and I was telling my buddies at work about this story. And the funny thing is I hired this bartender off Kijiji. So I was telling my buddies at work the story, and it turns out one of the carpenters on my job site, it was his sister.
Wow.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with me. And it was really funny because we had my boss and everybody laying around giving it to him for about 3 weeks.
Wow.
Had nothing to do with you, though. It was your dad, man.
Yeah. You're get your dad to call us. Michael.
Hey, boys.
What's up, bud?
I have a winter story.
What the happened?
Hey, what happened?
We'll be the deciders of that.
Okay, I banged a MILF / cougar / sugar mama.
How old?
And had a herpes scare. She was 42.
How old are you?
I'm just turned 19.
That's pretty good, dude.
Dad.
Yeah, boys. And then no, this is the best part.
Yeah.
After doing that, and she's giving me all these presents during the whole time we were together.
What'd you get out of her?
She gave me one time a $100 mall gift card, and another time $100 for my birthday.
How much for your birthday?
Another $100.
Did she give it to you in a card?
Yeah, in a card and a trinket, and I used that trinket to give it to my mom on her birthday. From one mom to the other. Boys,
How do you know this chick?
Oh, I met her from the gym.
Yeah? Is she hot?
Yeah, she's hot. I'll send you a picture of it.
Yeah.
Hey, but listen, there's a second part to it.
The herpes scare.
Yeah.
So I started manscaping, and then actually like a week ago, and then I'm just like, there are bumps coming in. So I freak out. I'm like, oh, where's she been? So I go to a walking clinic, and I go there, and literally the walking clinic doctor comes in. I pull it down, and he looks at me. He's like, herpes, my friend. I'm like, what? Let me finish. Let me finish. And I told him, and he said, no, okay, never mind. You just have some rashes.
Ingrown hairs, yeah. Rash from shaving.
Freaked me out. I almost cried, boys. I can't have herpes at 19.
No, actually, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, I mean, I don't want to have it.
No one does.
But I used that 200, and I got subs in my car, so the younger girl can enjoy the vibration.
Guy's awesome.
I love this guy, too.
I do, too.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Boys.
Then she gave me $100 for my birthday.
Got a $100 mall card.
Says it's a sugar mama. $100 gift card for the mall.
Go to Teriyaki Experience or something. Yeah.
12 times.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man. What's your story?
What the happened? What the happened?
Well,
What happened?
Went camping recently and decided to venture off on my own. Went across a bog and I ended up sinking up to my chest in mud. So I was stuck there, and it was about 2.5 hours before anyone realized I was missing, and they came looking for me. Well, they tried to get me out, and then they couldn't. So next thing you know, the Coast Guard, the fire department, the whole 9 yards all showed up. So I was in there for almost 38.5 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah. They basically had a contract, a construction company, local one, to start at one end of the swamp, dig a big, huge swath out to dig my ass out.
Wow.
So basically I had to go to the bathroom and everything in there, and to top it off, I had all the tourists from the park, it's a provincial park, sitting there filming me, taking pictures, people throwing me cheeseburgers and water so I could eat.
That's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah, but you didn't get a gift card for the mall for doing an older chick. Michael, congratulations.
Hey, boys. Yeah.
Now it's really worth it, isn't it?
It's so worth it.
Are you still hitting it or no?
I can if I want to.
Is she married?
No.
Divorced?
Yeah.
How old are her kids?
Her kid's a year older than me, one boy.
Yeah.
Hey, boys, I got to be honest with you. I called in yesterday for my birthday, and I didn't tell the story right, so you guys hit the boring, but...
Well, you did a much better job today, big guy. Way to go. Congratulations.
I'm Hassan.
Hassan, all right, dude. Congratulations, Todd. I'll tell you what you've won.
Yeah, man. You're going to go see the Honda Indy this weekend, courtesy of Muskoka Brewery. Also, Edge Fest 2013. Bring the Coug.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
No, it's like it's sort of like wearing a shirt that's too tight. You just don't want to go out with one.
The Dean Blundell Show is on the air.
I didn't like it till they got to the flying monkeys.
The Dean Blundell Show.
You can teach a monkey to fly. You can teach a monkey to talk. And this proves it.
102.1, The Edge.
Time to say hello yet again and reintroduce you to our Asian correspondent, Qi Min Sheng, everybody.
Hello.
How are you?
Good morning, Dean.
Hey.
Todd.
Yeah.
Derek.
No. Derek's in the back.
Oh, you like it in the back?
He prefers it in the back now as opposed to coming out front.
Oh, so much have changed since I go away.
Yeah, how you been? Where you been, dude?
I've been very good. I in Waterloo.
You're in Waterloo.
Waterloo.
Yeah. You moved.
Before I moved here, I thinking there's more Asian people, but it's not so many Asian people.
Oh, really?
It's mostly white people still.
But that's okay. I mean, you don't hold grudges. You like everybody, no matter the color of their skin, right?
Yeah, but if not so many Asian people, it's not so many good Chinese food.
Oh, okay, yeah, and you're from like a really multicultural area and a lot of great Chinese food restaurants where you used to live.
Yeah, because now it's all white people Chinese food. It's all about the chicken ball, sweet sour chicken ball.
Yeah.
And the spring roll.
Huh.
I don't know. It's all simple food. I want the crazy food, the chicken feet.
Sounds like a good opportunity for you, good business opportunity.
Oh, very good. That's a good idea. Maybe I'll start something. Hey, but I miss your face.
Yeah.
I cannot see your face. Todd, I cannot smell your hair. Dean, I cannot give you close hugging with my biking shorts.
I know. I miss you too, dude. You've been gone for several months now, and it's just not the same. We used to love having you come in and comment on stuff like this huge flood that we had here the other day.
Yeah, I miss so much stuff. You know what happened in Toronto since I left?
What's that?
It's the Maple Leaf make playoffs.
Yeah.
The Kawasaki on Blue Jay kicking ass.
Yeah.
You have a Ken Jeong visiting studio.
Yeah.
He's like my hero.
Ken Jeong, yeah.
Watford smoking crack. Ha ha ha. The flooding, and of course the flooding in Toronto.
Really?
The flooding.
All that, though. Like, I mean, you think, do you miss that? Like, you just named some pretty big things. And then, do you miss being at the center of it all, or are you happy to be in Waterloo?
I miss it, but I go visit Toronto often. Like, this past weekend, I go to Pacific Mall.
Oh, did you?
I bought, a remote control helicopter.
Yeah.
You can bargain. Just remember, Pacific Mall, you can bargain.
Yeah.
If they say $38, you just offer $25.
Okay.
And that works?
Yeah.
Even for us?
$25 cash. I got a helicopter.
Okay, right. But listen, but you could have used it to take pictures of some of the flooding here in the city yesterday. How about that stuff,
you hear about the loser with the Ferrari?
Yeah. Oh, how awesome was that?
The Ferrari, the picture is so funny. You see the guy on the news telling the story about the guy driving under it. It's so stupid. And what's up with Rob Ford tweeting about his stupid barbecue?
Yeah, what did he tweet about his barbecue yesterday while the flood was going on?
He tweeted picture from his barbecue while the flood is going on.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, way.
He's so stupid. Oh, my city is drowning, but all I can think about is food. Here's picture for my barbecue.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it crazy? And it was like his brother was out directing traffic while he was tweeting pictures of his barbecued chicken.
Oh, I saw the footage of that too. He do such a bad job. He's just waving his arms just for the camera.
Oh, do you think he was just doing like a photo op?
Yeah, just like someone, digging a shovel, digging something, or hugging a baby or something.
Yeah, like a photo. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Photo op.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Digging a shovel and hugging.
I hear Psychic Nikki predicted this flood.
She did. She predicted the whole thing.
See, she's like the weather channeler. So crazy.
Yeah, she's the weather channeler.
Get it? Weather channeler?
Yeah.
I changed the word to make it,
You get any other flood jokes?
Okay. But, Dean, why are there no floods in Paris?
Why are there no floods in Paris? Why? I don't know.
Because the water is always low. Get it?
Oh, EAU.
Oh,
Low. I get it. Yeah, Leau.
Yeah.
French.
Yeah, I mixed the French. I'm learning French here.
Okay, you're good. That was good.
You got any other ones?
Okay, there is so much water you can play water polo on the streets. Oh, Dean, you know what do you call a men's water polo team?
No.
Shooting seamen.
I like the way you tried to make the water polo into the water polo joke after.
Yeah,
Like, with
way
the
to
flood.
go, though. But yeah.
And you got a dog. Is that a dog?
Oh yeah, it's my dog. Sorry, I at home. He's woofing because I make him go in one room.
Hey, what's your dog's name?
His name is Stuart.
Oh. Maybe it might have a different name.
No, seriously, his name is Stuart. Say hi, Stuart. He don't listen to me. Anyway, speaking of dog, why does Snoop Dogg carry an umbrella?
I don't know.
For Dwizzle. Oh, you know
Even
what?
he's laughing.
You know what the most interesting quote from CP24 yesterday?
What's that?
Some people are wet, some people are drier. Thanks, CP24. That's good news. Oh, and here's the last one. Oh, speaking of flooding. Speaking of flooding, what was Whitney Houston's last words?
What were Whitney Houston's last words? Speaking of flooding. I don't know, Qi.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Get it?
Oh, God, I missed you.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Anyway, all joking aside, I hope everybody is safe in Toronto.
Yeah, me too.
I miss Toronto. I miss you guys.
We miss you too, brother. Thank you for your time. Qi Min Sheng,
Yeah,
everybody.
nice catching up.
Yeah.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
We'll talk to you later.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay,
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
This is the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
This is your Edge. Hold it. Files with Dean Blundell on the Edge.
You gotta read that. You gotta. Yeah, it's easily one of the funniest
There's
tweets
just
ever.
a tweet I saw that was retweeted from someone, not even someone I follow, just writes, the guy who died in that movie Philadelphia is on Letterman calling himself Michael Cera.
It's a great tweet.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Windsor man who had 155 cats in his downtown freezer has been sentenced to 1 year probation.
How many?
155 cats. A year's probation. What is that? Weren't you put on probation for something? House
Sean.
arrest?
Good
No,
shit for
nothing.
Sean.
Probation's reserved for people that are crazy. Hey, listen, he doesn't hurt anybody, and, no one's missing those cats, so guess he gets a year's probation. Jerry Marinicki, also banned indefinitely from owning more than one animal that must be spayed or neutered. The 61-year-old pled guilty for permitting house cats to be in distress, failing to comply with an order. The Humane Society officers found a refrigerator full of dead cats at his apartment on Olette Avenue. It's the main drag in Windsor.
Okay.
What he was doing with them, I don't know.
Yeah, because, he's freezing them.
Yeah, I know he was freezing them if they were in the
what?
freezer.
No, I'm trying to,
maybe for later.
Was he? Yeah. Or maybe was he just too lazy to
bury them?
Yeah, to dig? Maybe he's just lazy. Maybe he's a procrastinator.
I'll get to those later.
Yeah.
Florida guy better make a case for himself after being busted for trespassing, then making things worse by asking the arresting officer to bring his briefcase to the jailhouse, where it was found to be loaded with drugs. Sweet move. Yeah. Cops initially went to the home to arrest John Pollock's girlfriend and cuff him for refusing to leave the premises. As he was being placed in the back of the patrol car, he says, hey, I left my briefcase inside. Can you come and grab it for me? They're like, yeah, no problem. So they go inside, grab his briefcase. Then he said, what's the code? We need to open it. He goes, here's the code. Gave him the code. Cops opened it, revealing $9,000 in cash and a large amount of marijuana, acid, crystal meth, and, of course, the old date rape drug.
Oh, Rufalin. Did he have that?
Yeah, he had some Rufalin in there. What an idiot.
That is not a smart criminal.
No.
I mean, what's the point of having the code?
I don't know. There's no code. Yeah, why have a code? You need a code. Police suspected a drunk driver on White Mud Drive in Edmonton was driving on the rims of her front wheels.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. How wasted are you? 2 weeks ago, a citizen called police, reported an impaired driver getting into her vehicle in a downtown area in Edmonton about 2:30 in the morning. The citizen told cops, it's a woman in her 20s. I'm trying to get her not to drive away, but she still did. Police were unable to locate the woman. 2 hours later, another person called in, said that someone with two blown tires and sparks flying from the rim was driving downtown. They dispatched a helicopter to the area and continued to monitor the situation. The vehicle was eventually stopped. The woman driver was the lone occupant. The driver was charged with impaired driving and driving on her rims. She had done so for approximately 45 minutes, they said. When pulled over, they asked her if how much she had to drink. She goes, I don't know, and then asked officers, quote, what seems to be the problem? You are wasted when you drive on your rims for almost an hour. Cops pull you over and you go, what seems to be the problem?
I thought it was just a cool light show.
Yeah.
Run rims.
Yeah.
Who needs run flats?
And a Roman Catholic nun is going to go to jail for stealing about $130,000 from a couple of New York churches in order to feed her dog. No. Her group of poor kids.
That would be nice.
Yeah. No, gambling habit.
Oh, okay.
2006 to 2011, awesome sister Mary Ann Rapp took a total of $130,000 from St. Mary's Church and another church. 68-year-old then gambled and pilfered the money at a bunch of casinos and bingo halls. That's a lot of money to waste in a bingo hall.
It's a pretty cool nun, though.
Yeah, it's an awesome nun. Oh, my God. I just thought of this. She's going to jail for about 3 years.
Yeah.
She is going as person in that jailhouse.
Oh, yeah.
Nun, 68. Fresh. Huh?
Oh, my God.
It's like coming home and seeing some pie on the counter that no one's touched yet.
You change your name to Lots. None?
Lots. Yeah, tons.
Yeah, tons.
Yeah. That is, what are the chances, huh? That's like throwing an entire deer carcass into the lion's den. Here you go. Good luck, lady. Those are your Edgefiles, whatever the hell day it is in July, the year 2013.
The Edgefiles on 102.1 The Edge.
This is the Dean Blundell Show. 102.1 The Edge.
See Rob Ford tweeting about the flood?
No, I saw him tweet about the barbecue.
Yeah, a little earlier in the day, he just said, be advised, this is around 4:27 p.m. This is off his Twitter account. He goes, be advised that we are experiencing heavy rain that may cause flooding across the city. Staff are monitoring the situation very closely. Mm-hmm. Pretty standard tweet, right? Yeah. Within 5 minutes, these are the responses he was getting. They can just use you as a life raft. Another one says, thanks for the update. We thought it was snow. Then someone retweets what he wrote. Be advised that we're experiencing heavy rain that may cause flooding across the city. He goes, thanks, Rob. So wide. Or wise. Mm-hmm. Another one. How are you still the mayor? Then someone else writes to him on Twitter. Okay, thanks. Let us know if it starts raining. And then within a few minutes after, the last one on this little screenshot says, shut up, crackhead. People are rough on Twitter, right?
Almost too rough on the guy.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I can't wait to find out what's going on with that guy too, just as much as the next guy. But he's not a terrible mayor. And his brother was outside yesterday, whether it was a photo op or not, directing traffic in the rain. I mean, he was still in the pissing rain for a couple hours. Dougie directing traffic in the Islington area.
And, a week ago they had their big free barbecue thing, and a ton of people went out and supported them still. And
yeah, people love those guys. Are like big fat rock stars.
Yeah.
They really are.
You're listening to the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
Big storm yesterday. We got a month's worth of rain in 1 hour. 126 millimeters of rain, 1 hour. That's not bad. We set a record by a lot. Like, it wasn't one of those records you smashed by 0.1 millimeters.
Crushed it.
And people were being rescued all night long. Some people were still being rescued this morning when we came back to work. From their houses, from GO trains, from buses, like Jeff. Hey, Jeff.
Hello.
What's up, dude?
Good, how about you?
Good. Thanks for holding.
No problem.
What happened to you yesterday?
Well, our street flooded from an overrun creek, and a friend of mine, his fiance, was on the other side of the street, so we were walking up on opposite sides to a place where she could cross. We lost sight of her when we were helping a couple other people up the road, and she went through the park, apparently. The park was above shoulder height water, and she was swept down. We went in after her, and after we got to her, there was nowhere to go. We were just hanging into a tree, and that was it.
So you climbed into a tree to escape the water?
Sorry?
You hung onto a tree, or you climbed into a tree to escape the water?
Yeah, we found her clinging to a tree. She lost everything. She lost her shoes, her pants, everything she was carrying. And once we got to the tree and made sure she was above water, there was nowhere to go. I actually climbed up a tree. My friend, it was his fiance, he held on to her and held on to the tree as well. And a neighbor backed onto the park, actually called the police. And, I mean, a big thanks goes out to Peel Police, Mississauga Fire.
Yeah.
But we were there for at least an hour and a half.
What area?
We were at Dundas and Dixie. And if you look on Twitter, it's actually been mentioned a couple times as Cedar Tree Crescent.
Okay.
Wow. So how's the girl? Was she hurt? Was she okay?
Well, she went to the hospital. They treated for precautionary reasons for hypothermia. She was also in a car accident about a year ago, and her hip was locking up from the cold water. But
where were her pants? Did she ever find her pants?
Well, I have not been down to the creek yet to even look at the area.
Wow.
I mean, the water was so bad. We had, clothing donation bins floating down the road.
Wow.
Well, if you look out in the lake too, you see all kinds of debris now because it all washed down the river, the Don River that empties in here. It's really incredible. Sorry, what else did you see?
Well, there was a garbage can that was moved. Somebody tied it to a tree. It was being carried down. Driveways lifted up. Cars flooded.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some videos on Twitter of Dundas and Dixie area.
And that's where you were.
The water that's in that area was fed from the creek that we were stuck in.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's crazy, dude. That is nuts. And it was like that everywhere, like especially around the rim of the city. Like if you go the Humber, anywhere there's a river that kind of overswell. And some of the great videos too are those manholes that are just being pushed up like crazy. Those are heavy suckers.
I retweeted one. It was just, and it was a surprise because it was right near the Rogers Center. It wasn't even sort of like where all the flooding was. And this thing's going nuts. It's cool. It's like that thing, the Aladdin one at Walt Disney World. It's like going crazy.
Yeah.
It's like a magic trick.
Daniel.
Yeah, hey.
What's up, dude?
Not much, buddy. I love your show.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I commute from Cambridge to North York, and I was on my way home from North York yesterday. Took me 4 hours for a 1 hour drive. We had a dead stop for an hour, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. Everybody started getting out of their cars, walked to the front of what was going on, and there was 3 cars stuck in 1.5 meters of water in the middle of the 401.
Yeah. That's what kills me is that on high ground, that's a long way from the water.
Mm-hmm.
And that the 401 was underwater in a whole bunch of spots.
Yeah, it was a mess. And then so everybody started getting out of their cars. So about 100 of us are standing under the bridge, just waiting and starting up some conversations and nothing else we could do. The fire trucks, firefighters, and police officers were there, but nothing they could do either. They started walking out in the middle of this water and trying to unclog the sewers to get it going.
Yeah, that's not a job you want.
Ew, yeah. Unless you're wearing those big yellow gloves. Describe this picture I'm going to show you, Dean, which I think is very funny, of a lady being rescued from the GO train.
Yeah. She's enjoying it.
Yeah.
Two cops are carrying her, and she's pretty decent looking. And this guy, she's like, "Oh, this is the best day ever."
Yeah.
Beefcake is just carrying me to the sidewalk. This is the best day ever. Marcello.
How's it going, guys?
Good, dude. What's up?
Well, getting home from work last night, go check out the rain on the river that's in front of our street. Walk up to the backyard and realize I got just under half a foot of water in my backyard, which is already up to the windowsill. So there I am with a shovel for about an hour and a half shoveling water down my driveway from the backyard.
Just to try and keep it out of the house. Yeah, it's like and you can't win.
No, you can't win. It just kept on coming more. And the worst of this is that I had the runoff from the backyard, from the neighbor's yard. But I'm actually kind of thankful because my neighbors, about 6 or 7 houses across the street from us, were over a foot and a half of water in their house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, it's crazy. Everybody had water in their house yesterday if you were anywhere in some type of danger zone. I mean, you know, we're joking about it, but the people in Calgary, they had a real problem. This is pretty minor.
Yeah. Well, it went away after a day. We weren't evacuated for weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jessica.
Hi there.
How are you?
I'm tired. I'm just trekking from Oakville to Toronto, but it's not as big as my trek yesterday.
How was it?
I started off at Bathurst and Ossington, but all the Bathurst buses going north were canceled, so I hopped on some streetcar where I was the bearer of bad news and announced on the streetcar that all the subways are closed. And then from Queen and Ossington, every bus drove past me. Every bus was smushed up and crammed with people. So I walked in the pouring rain from Queen and Ossington to Bathurst and Shepherd.
Wow.
You walked all the way to Shepherd?
Yeah, I did a 3.5 hour with a short stop walk in the dark.
That is amazing. That's a good walk.
Yeah, it wasn't fun, but I met a lot of cool strangers on the road who walked with me because they had given up on the bus system as well. And during my walk, I definitely felt unsafe because I saw something get struck by lightning.
What'd you see?
I was at Bathurst and Davenport. I thought, I'll take a short break at this bus stop. Maybe a bus will stop for me. And then all of a sudden I hear kaboom. And then to the left of me, some light line was hit by lightning and it fell over. And I continued walking straight, hoping to get away.
Wow. Yeah, there's all kinds of reports like that. There's a woman that called in earlier. She was taking the bus home. Like, she was actually one of the people on one of those buses that was really smushed. And she said lightning struck a transformer or pole right next to them when they were driving. And it almost knocked the bus on the side. Like, that was a storm. I didn't know it was that bad. Because, you know, you live in Markham. You guys got the fist of it, so to speak.
I wasn't even here where it was all happened. I happened to be in Milton where it didn't even rain until after 7:30. It was just so weird. You just saw kind of dark clouds and you didn't realize what was going on so close. Driving home was really fun.
I bet it was. It looked like it would have been fun. Who else do we want to talk to? Hang on a second.
No one really, like, you know what's amazing out of all this?
Yeah.
No, like, no one was really hurt. Like, you don't hear any, it's a feel-good part of it.
Yeah, so far. This guy could have drowned. Ryan.
Hey, how's it going? Ryan Herget here.
Yeah.
I was sitting on my couch yesterday, and I just got home from work, and I ended up passing out on my couch, and I woke up. I was all wet and soaked and choking and everything, and it turns out it was just one of my Canadians spilt on my face.
Dang it, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I did. It was all right. I had a little bit of left going on, but I made it.
Attaboy. Good for you. Yeah, that could have been a bad story. Hey, Paul.
Hey, boys. How you doing today, man?
Good. Flood story, dude.
Oh, my God. Okay, I got to walk out in the back of my house in the basement, right?
Yeah.
So the drain there is made to collect water. It backed up, started shooting out water like a fountain. I got home. The water was up to the window, up to the top of the window. So I'm holding the door. The water's coming in through the sides like Titanic. I don't know what's going on. I call my dad. He thinks I'm joking. He hangs up on me. I had to run outside. I was underwater to take the drain out so that I would go down. I wrecked my new pair of Nikes. First day I got them.
That's
It's
tough,
Nikes.
bro.
Not your Nikes.
My dad didn't believe me, man. My dad has
There's no way you wrecked those new Nikes.
Come
There's
on.
no way. Are you kidding me? They're brand new. Hey, Jeff.
We got to do a fundraiser
Yeah.
for this guy.
I know. Hey, Jeff, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
How are you?
Not too bad. So yesterday I'm driving home from work. I'm going up to 427, and southbound is just flooded, about 3 feet of water. So I see this old guy standing by a car. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm driving slow anyways. I roll on my window, ask him if he needs any help, thinking his wife might be in the car. He looks at me, flips me the bird, and starts swearing profanities at me, telling me to move on my way.
Yeah, well, old people are crazy, dude.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I thought they're supposed to be nice.
What
Maybe his wife was in the car.
Oh. Yeah, maybe. Maybe onto something there. Oh, Jennifer, she's got a story about her husband.
Hey, good morning.
Good, what's up?
So my husband called about 10 after 5 on the way home. He's like, Jen, it's so bad. It's so bad. I'm like, I know, I'm in it. I live in Etobicoke. He's up by the airport. He says he just saw a plane aboard a landing. He's freaking out. He can't see anything. Fine. I said, okay, concentrate on driving. No, keep talking to me. I need you to talk to me. So fine. We talked for about another 10 minutes. Calms him down. 10 to 6, so about 40 minutes later, I get a text. Well, first I sent him a text, and I just said, oh, my God, it's really pouring. 5 minutes later, I get a text. Hold on. And it says, out of the blue, I just get a text that says, I just pulled over in a strip mall and peed in my coffee cup.
Yeah, that's standard. When you're a woman, it's hard to understand because there's no road whizzes. You can't take a road whiz while you're driving the moving road whiz. Guys can take a moving road whiz anytime, provided the opening for whatever they're whizzing into is big enough.
Yeah, and then those sort of the wide mouth bottles.
Yeah, I don't go anywhere without a giant Gatorade bottle. Because guys like us, you just got to get to where you're going. In this case, there's probably a ton of people. That's one of my biggest fears. Like every time I get in my car now, I make sure I don't have one in the chamber. I make sure I don't have to whiz, and then I start driving. Because if I get caught, the last thing I want to do is have to pull over and drop a deuce. That's the last thing I want to do.
Yeah.
Or be so uncomfortable, like in pain.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
And then you hear the stories that if you get in an accident, your bladder will explode. They always say that.
As soon as you hit the brakes, your bladder explodes and you poop yourself.
They should invent a car that just kind of, the way airplanes do it or buses do it. Just you sit there and it just sort of releases it under. No one will know. You're going fast.
They should.
I can't believe there's
they should
not
have
one
a commode
car
feature. Yeah, where you just you unload the seat and you pee right straight down and it just releases it. Dude, they're dropping poop from airplanes in Mississauga.
Exactly. Why not?
No.
Nobody would know.
No clue. Lindsay.
Hey there.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. What happened yesterday?
Basically, I commute from Mississauga to Bowmanville every day, which is almost 100 kilometers. I started my first 10 to 6 shift yesterday for the very first time. And I left...
Where at? Jilly's?
No. At a big company. Anyways, I left at 6 o'clock. I didn't get home till 11:30 last night.
Wow.
I stopped. I tried to get off the highway at Dixon, and I made my way down the road. There was no power at all, so the traffic lights were just off. Everyone was just flying right through them. I stopped at a hotel to check the rates. They told me it was $104, and that was for a room without power. They weren't giving any discounts at all. So I found that there was power more farther down the road. I went down the road and stopped at a gas station. Everyone was just screaming at each other. There was people everywhere, like butting in front of each other. It was insane. I've never seen anything like it.
People, when they get stressed out, people just freak out. Like, I understand, too, because you've been driving for like 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, however long you've been driving. You just want to get home. Like, for that amount of driving, you should be in North Bay, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
So, and you're only going a couple kilometers, but people go nuts. Like, it makes people crazy. So I understand why people are giving each other the finger and stuff. But the good part of it, just screaming and yelling, but I didn't hear anybody getting in a fist fight. I didn't hear anybody looting anything. I didn't hear about anybody hurting somebody.
I guess it was going down Lakeshore, Port Credit area. There was like a lot of people hanging out right near an LCBO. The power was out.
Yeah.
And it was pretty dark.
And if
I
you go in with cash, you got yourself a deal.
No, I think it was closed. And I thought to myself, for sure, people are thinking of looting. I thought for sure. Like, I was just going, they want their booze.
Yeah, no kidding. They can't go without it. One of the things she just mentioned, people losing their minds. It's a shame, isn't it, Todd?
I don't know who would ever do that or why. It's out of your control. There's no point in having a temper in these situations.
Yeah, have a listen. This is you yesterday driving.
Going through 2 feet of water here.
Ah!
Scared.
Someone cut you off here?
Right now.
Yep.
What are you doing, you idiot? What are you doing? I don't get stuck in this. What are you doing? Let's go, you idiot. You goddamn idiot. Jesus Christ.
On the Edge.
A fellow that knows something about cars, especially the stranded ones, Greg Carrasco from Newmarket Nissan.
Yeah.
Bloop.
How are you, dude?
I'm okay, man. It took me like 2 hours to get here. So as soon as the traffic opened up, I put the GTR on launch control and boom, I was here in 3 seconds.
Were you really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you were here in 3 seconds. You were here in 2 hours. It took you 2 hours. You lied. You just emailed me and said you were here in 2 hours.
I left Oakville a little bit after 8 o'clock in the morning, and it took me that long to get here. It's nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, it's just because of all the aftermath, right?
Yeah, I know. The roads are wet, and people staring at the car, that goofy car that I'm driving.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
Yeah. He here's a great story about marketing gone wrong yet right. Is he put a whole bunch of Twitter hashtag wraps like decals all over a GTR.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, dude, and like 17 misspelled words on it.
Oh no!
Yeah, like you know how they have roll on the floor, laugh my ass off. It was missing the F.
So just ROL?
Newmarket didn't have an E anywhere in the word.
At the F, we left the F out.
Out of what?
Out of ROTLF.
Yeah, roll on the laugh my ass off.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But no, it did. It was sent back, and the guys at Trimline
fixed it.
Yeah, it was an ESL hashtag vehicle before.
So listen, let's get to it. Now, we were talking this morning because we were asking what happens. All the cars that got stranded in the flood, and not just stranded in the flood, but damaged. People had to leave their cars. They're coming back to cars that are waterlogged this morning. What's the best thing to do? Because I've had people from insurance companies email me going, we're very busy right now today. What happens now with those?
This is a big problem. And I don't think that people understand how big of a problem it is when your car gets stuck in water. You know? And if your car did the bloop, bloop, bloop thing.
And if you were cheating on your wife and those panties have now floated to the top of the vehicle, you got some splaining to do.
Or at least you washed out all the DNA.
No, the problem is that within a week, all those cars are going to stink. I kid you not.
So they're done, right? They're write-offs.
They are write-offs. And what happens is that, flood is not a warrantable item. So their factory warranty is void.
Really? Are you serious?
It's done.
So if someone called you and said, my Altima is stuck on the DVP,
yes.
I'm going to get it, it's now waterlogged, I want to come in and the warranty should cover it, you'd say, sorry, kid.
No, it's not a manufacturer defect. So what happens is that you immediately have to contact your insurance company and get them to deal with it because that vehicle has lost all its value now.
So what about is it an act of God clause or something like that? Or is it a flood or water?
That has to do with the insurance company. I mean, I'm not an insurance expert by any means, but what happens is that, when the vehicle it suffers water damage, it voids a factory warranty, and that is not covered. So,
every time?
Yeah, it is unfortunate.
Any kind of water damage?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, it's not. How is that a manufacturer warranty?
I don't know. You're the car guy. I'm just asking you.
So, they don't, the cars are not amphibians. So, what happens is that you need to take the car to the dealer, get a diagnostic done, and if there is some water damage, you have to take it to the insurance company.
If there's water damage, is there a chance that mildew would sneak in there and mold?
It will sneak in within the next 2 weeks, and the car's going to start smelling terribly. Now, one other thing, for the next...
Sorry, that's incorrect.
For the next 3 months, when you are buying used cars, you have to be very careful because there are some people that don't have insurance and don't have warranty.
So they're just going to try to resale it.
They're going to try to sell it to you, and they might get the car going for a couple of months.
Yeah.
It will come back and bite you in the
So what do you look for? Like, is there some sort of corrosion? Like what, rust? Like what?
No, it doesn't set in that quickly.
Stink.
It's smell.
It's the smell.
Smell is the first thing that gives it away. Take it to the dealership.
Can't get the
Take it
stink
to the dealership. And if you buy it privately,
don't take it to the dealership. He's lying.
that's what I do when I come to the show, man. Just mislead people. Then,
So just take it to where you bought it. They'll do a whole diagnostic and then call your insurance
company. Take it to your insurance. Your insurance will look after you. But beware, guys. If your car did the bloop bloop thing, take it to your dealer and talk to your insurance company right away.
Thanks for coming in and explaining it. That's nice.
It's some explaining for you, man.
Yeah.
No, I did want to ask real quick, if you don't mind, just on brakes, like, because some people were just going over like a couple of feet of water. Does it affect your brakes and your brake pads and stuff? Yeah, you got to look.
Absolutely. You need to get the vehicle. Anytime.
If you went through, even if you didn't leave your vevehicle there, folks,
if
this is a nice little service we're doing for. Even if your vehicle didn't get stranded, like GO trains in the middle of the road, even if you got through it and you got home, you take your vehicle in to have it checked.
Because I was up to my wheel wells, right? So I was thinking, oh my gosh, I get that stuff checked out.
A lot of people don't think about the tailpipe. If the water gets into the tailpipe and affects the catalytic, I'm always thinking about the tailpipe.
Me too.
I can't
water in the
help
tailpipe.
it.
Yeah. Not just water.
You will plug your tailpipe with water.
The Dean Blundell Show, 102.1, The Edge.